village, not too large, the perfect place for a new school teacher to begin his career. This is my first professional bona fide position as a full-time schoolmaster. Actually, I had never even heard of Kulyenchikov until I saw an advertisement that a Dr. Zubritsky placed in the college journal. Although the position was in a remote village in Ukraine, I jumped at the position. And I don't mind telling you that my heart is just pounding with excitement. You see, I have this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature. Whew! I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I don't see anybody around. Perhaps I arrived a little early. I'm one of those extremely eager and enthusiastic people who's up at the crack of dawn ready to begin his work. This is a very, very auspicious day in my life.
Olga, Masha, Irina,
Oh, excuse me.
Jaja, Eva, Magda. Where are you?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Did you happen to see 24 sheep?
24 sheep.
Yes, there were 14 of them.
No, I'm sorry.
If you see them, would you give them a message?
A message for the sheep?
Oh, yes. Tell them the shepherd is looking for them, and they should tell you where they are, and I will come and get them. Thank you. Louis.
Wait, excuse me. What is your name, please?
Snetsky.
And your first name?
How soon do you need it?
Never mind. Forget your first name.
I did.
I'm Tolchinsky. I'm your school teacher.
Is that a fact? Oh, I'm very honored to meet you, Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I am something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
Oh, you don't understand. Kulyenchikov will be my new home. I'm going to live here and teach here. I am, if I may say so, an excellent school teacher.
They all were. They came by the thousands, but not one of them lasted through the first night.
You've had thousands of school teachers.
More! Hundreds! We're on teaching room, Kulyenchikov. There isn't a town or village more stupid in all of Mother Finland.
Russia.
Whatever. All good people, mind you, but not a decent brain among them.
Are you telling me that every man, woman, and child is
all stupid? Including me. Talk to me another 10 minutes, you'll begin to notice.
I was hired by Dr. Zubritsky to teach his young daughter.
Teach his daughter? Impossible. The girl is hopeless. 19 years old, and she just recently learned to sit down. She doesn't even know the difference between a cow and a duck. Not that it's an easy subject, mind you.
Something is up here. I thought nothing of it then, but the first time I read this advertisement, I did notice that every single word of it was misspelled. I'm sure Dr. Zubritsky will explain it all to me. Thank you, Citizen Snetsky. You've been most helpful. I enjoyed our chat.
Oh, as did I. He's not the only one who can have private thoughts. I can have private thoughts as well. The problem is, I can never think of a thought to have in private. I must be on my way. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, of course. Just mention my name to anyone. Snetsky, the sheep loser. Carpo, Chico, Groucho.
9 o'clock and all's well. 9 o'clock in the village of Kulyenchikov, and all's well.
May have been all well with him, but I was beginning to have my doubts. Beautiful sunny
from her?
Very hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Perhaps she wrote a letter. I'll check. Fish, fresh fish, nice fresh flounder and halibut, good piece of carp for lunch.
Oh, good morning, Yenchna.
How about a nice piece of haddock? Isn't that a beautiful fish?
Fish? Those are flowers.
Well, the fisherman didn't catch anything today. Why should I suffer because the fisherman had a bad day? Ooh, try the carp, it smells gorgeous. Have a letter from your sister, Slovitch. But I have a nice letter from the shoemaker's cousin. Would you like that?
Is she ill? I really hate to read bad news.
Oh. No, in perfect health. Take it, you'll enjoy it. Can you believe my daughter hasn't written to me in over a year? Doesn't your daughter live with you? Well, it's a good thing. Otherwise, I'd never hear from her.
Good morning. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I'm the new schoolmaster.
Mishka, the postmistress.
Slovitch the butcher.
Yenchna, the vendor.
How do you do? I was just talking to a shepherd named Snetsky.
Oh, yes. Something. Snetsky. We know him well.
He was pleasant enough, although, and I hope I don't seem unkind, somewhat deficient in his mental alertness.
That's Snetsky, all right. He was kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh, what a pity. When was that?
Wednesday, Thursday, twice on Friday, and all day Saturday.
Oh, what lovely and fragrant wares you have so, madam. Perhaps I might buy some for my new employer. Oh, how much are they, please?
The flounder is two kopecks, and the halibut is 3.
I beg your pardon?
Well, if it's too much, I have a nice whitefish for 1.5.
Perhaps the dialect is a little different in this part of the country. I'm very eager to begin my new duties. Will one of you please point me to the direction of Dr. Zubritsky?
That way!
Thank you. Perhaps I'll go the one direction that you haven't pointed to. Good day. Bye. Oh, hello again. Have you found your sheep?
Oh, not yet. Who was that?
School teacher.
Another one? Oh, I just met one a few minutes ago. Oh, they must be having a convention here.
Count Yousekevitch up on the hill isn't going to be very happy about this.
Oh, that's right. Count Yousekevitch doesn't like new school teachers.
Why?
He's afraid they'll break the curse.
What curse?
The one that made us stupid since the day we were born.
Oh, that one.
Yes, I've been stupid for 51 years. And you, Snetsky?
Oh, I'll be done for 33 next July.
What about you, Slovitch?
I've been stupid for 41 years. What about you, Yenchna?
I just turned the corner on 16.
That bar must be about 80 miles from here.
79 now.
Well, you've got a very good year ahead of you.
Good. I must keep up my strength. I'm a magistrate. Law and order must be preserved.
Did you want a prescription?
For what?
I don't know. Some people like prescriptions. Here, take this to the druggist. Pick out something you like and take it 3 times a day with a little water. Goodbye, sir.
Oh, how much do I owe you, doctor?
Oh, forget it, forget it. If I ever go to medical school, you can send me a little something.
Good day.
Nikolai, he's here, he's come. Oh, he looks young. He arrived not 2 minutes ago. He seems strong, determined. Oh, maybe he'll be the one, Nikolai. Maybe this one will finally be our salvation.
Calm yourself, Lenya. Who's come? Who will be our salvation?
The new, what do you call them? They come and they, the ones who, we had one once, but no more.
Oh, God, I know who you mean.
And they have a place, and then you go to that place.
And they point to you and they say, they ask you if you,
And if you don't, well, they say, why didn't you?
and he's just outside.
He's right down the street.
Well, show him in, Lenya, show him in, and pray God that this is the one that will save us and all of Kulyenchikov from this dreadful. Oh, God, what is it we have again?
I know what you mean. It sounds like nurse.
Nurse!
Or hearse.
Hearse!
Something like that.
Was that a knock?
We have a knock.
Yes, open the knock!
Won't you come in, young man?
Dr. Zubritsky, Madam Zubritsky, I'm delighted to be on Kulyenchikov. My name is Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
So you're the new...
Yes, I'm he.
It's he, Lenya, it's the new... the new...
Oh, but you look too young to be,
Oh, not at all. I think that in time that you will find, well, if I may say so myself, one of the best young, well, I don't seem immodest.
Oh, no, please, be modest. We love modesty.
The more immodest, the better. The best young what?
What?
The best young teacher in all of Russia, of course.
A teacher! He's a teacher! The new teacher has come!
Oh, thank God, the teacher is here.
Oh, thank you for this most warm and overwhelming reception.
Oh, please, make yourself at home, teacher! Sit down, teacher!
Would you like some paper and pens, teacher? Perhaps you would like to start teaching right away, teacher.
Well, no one's more eager than I am. Oh, Madam Zubritsky, these are for you.
Oh, what fish? I saw them on sale today. Thank you.
How can we help you?
Well, there are a few questions I would like to ask first.
Questions! He knows what questions are! This is going to be a good teacher!
Would you be so kind, Master Tolchinsky, to ask us a question? Oh, any question at all.
It means so much to us. It's been so long since anyone has asked us a good school question. Please!
Well, there are questions and then there are questions. Would you like a question on mathematics? Or perhaps a question with science? Or maybe even a philosophical question?
Oh, the first one! The first one sounds good. The philosophical question.
Ask us that one.
Very well, if you wish. What is the purpose of man's existence?
What? Question? Oh, Lenya, have you ever heard such a beautiful question?
I'm speechless. Oh, to think that someone would ask us a question like that.
Are you interested in the answer?
Oh, not today, thank you. To be asked a question like that in one's lifetime is more than we ever expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than us.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Kulyenchikov.
I don't understand.
You would, if you knew about the nurse.
What nurse? Not the nurse. The purse.
The purse?
He means the purse.
What kind of purse?
The kind of purse that inflicts its wrath over all those poor souls unfortunate enough to be born into this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
Curse! I knew it sounded something like that.
So close, so close.
Zubritsky, what is this curse you speak of?
Lenya, guard the door. Lower your voice.
How low do you want my voice?
That's low enough. Bring the book. It's on the table. Young man, have you ever heard of the curse of Kulyenchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that. It's not that hard. Even Lenya can say that.
The curse of Kulyenchikov!
What is the curse, Doctor?
200 years ago, a curse was placed on this village that struck down every man, woman, child, and domestic animal, leaving them and all their ancestors for generations to come with, and you'll find this hard to believe, no more intelligence than a bump on a log.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are old wives' tales.
You're thinking of Neuchka. In Neuchka, all the old wives have tales. Not the same curse.
But where did the curse come from? And who would inflict such a cruel punishment on a peaceful and simple village?
Ooh, indeed. It is all documented in the Book of Curses. I thought you said you dusted this.
I did. I put dust on it yesterday.
Read for yourself. The page is marked.
It's all stuck together.
We marked it with maple syrup. Read it to us.
On the morning of April 11th, in the year 1691, in the village of Kulyenchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
I knew it. Whenever two young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard this all before.
Oh, many times. But we never understand it. It's a very well thought out curse.
So what happens?
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Casimir Yousekevitch. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in town, Mikhail Zubritsky.
Zubritsky? I've heard that name before.
I've seen it. I've seen it on a front door somewhere in this neighborhood.
It's on your front door. Your name is Zubritsky.
Wait a minute! And that means that the young girl in the curse may possibly be related to our front door!
Mind you, I'm dealing with the intelligentsia now. I continue. The young girl's name was Sophia Zubritsky. Doctor, may I ask the name of your young daughter?
Sophia.
Sophia? Sophia Zubritsky, the identical name of the girl in the curse over 200 years ago.
I can't believe it! Unless our daughter's been lying to us about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When Sophia's father learned that Casimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia to ever see Casimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student, and that winter, Casimir, distraught and despondent, took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yousekevitch, who... Casimir's father, Vladimir Yousekevitch, who caused people to tremble at the mention of his name.
Well, next time, don't mention his name.
Casimir's father, Vladimir so-and-so, sometimes known as the sorcerer, because of his ability to summon up the powers of the devil himself, brought all of his wrath and fury down upon Kulyenchikov.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
A curse! A curse upon all who dwell in Kulyenchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zubritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by the ignorance that caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May incompetence encumber her faculties. May common sense become uncommon, and may reason become unreasonable. May her children be cursed as well, and may all who live in Kulyenchikov be born in ignorance, unable to leave this cursed village until my final vengeance has been satisfied.
That would explain why the train doesn't stop here.
My initial impulse was to panic. Even my secondary impulse was to panic. To educate is one thing, but to break curses is another.
Excuse me, but are you all right, Master Tolchinsky?
Yes, I was just thinking.
Thinking? Let
Thinking. It's the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
Decisions? Oh, I don't think we're capable of that.
But surely you know what it is that you want.
Oh, dear God, yes. We desperately want someone to help us. Not so much for us. We've already lived our lives. But for our child, our sweet daughter, Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your daughter because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It just came out.
Yes, out of your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of thoughts. And if it's possible to have one tiny, infinitesimal, insignificant thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts into ideas, and ideas into comprehension, and comprehension into creativity, and finally, supreme intelligence.
When I'm able to open up jars, I have terrible trouble opening doors.
Be firm, be staunch. Patience. We will break this curse, I promise you, by the simple, everyday, painstaking work of education. Now, I should like to start immediately. Can I see your daughter, Sophia?
Sophia?
Yes. It occurs to me that the curse started with the young Sophia 200 years ago, and perhaps the key to ending it lies with the young Sophia now. Can I see her?
Not from here. She's up in her room. We would have to send for her.
Do as the schoolmaster asks. Remember, darling, upstairs and to the left. You'll find Sophia a most delicate and sensitive girl, not like the others in the village. Always occupied, so many interests.
Occupied with what?
Oh, she likes to do interesting things like she likes drinking water.
Master Tolchinsky, may I introduce our daughter? Sophia Hye-rim Zubritsky. Sophia, this is the new schoolmaster, Leon Tolchinsky.
Miss Zubritsky. Is that my breath that has just been taken away? Or is that vision before me human? Or have I too fallen under the spell? Oh, never before have I felt such a stirring beneath my breast. Watch yourself, Leon. She is your pupil, not the object of your dormant feelings of passion. Excuse me.
Do you know what he was just doing, Sophia? Thinking! Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Mama.
Papa. She's Mama. I'm Papa.
Won't you please sit down, Miss Zubritsky?
She did it! She did it! Oh, wasn't that a beautiful sit?
Yes, lovely, very nice. Miss Zubritsky, may I call you Sophia?
Sophia?
It's your name, sweetheart.
Say yes, darling. Say yes. You may call me Sophia.
Please, madam, we must allow the girl to speak for herself. I should very much like to be your friend. Would it please you if I called you Sophia?
It's been so long since she's taken a test.
I think she wants to say something.
I would be very pleased to have you call me Sophia.
There you are!
I'm so proud! So proud!
Please, it's very distracting to the girl's concentration. Sophia, I have come a very long way to help you with your education. I believe that under normal circumstances, you have every possibility of becoming an extremely bright and intelligent young woman. That inside you is an intellect just crying to be heard. But someone has placed a cloud over you, Sophia. And it is my intention to remove this cloud so that enlightenment can once more shine through those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes once again. And now then, I need your help, Sophia. Will you give me that help?
Yes. You may call me Sophia.
She
education, it is important for me to know at which point we are to begin. Now, it won't be taxing, I promise you. I would never want to be the cause of a frown or furrow on that fair, delicate face. Now, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yes, Sophia. Is it red or blue or green or orange? Any color at all. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, I used to know that one.
My favorite color is yellow.
Yellow. Yellow is your favorite color. Why, Sophia? Why is yellow your favorite color?
Well, because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much. She's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There is a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic escapes me doesn't completely alter the fact that she has something in her mind. Now, Sophia, I'm going to ask you something quite simple. I'm going to ask you to make a wish. What would you like to wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, Sophia.
I would wish I could fly like a bird. Oh, to soar over buildings and trees, to float on the wind and be carried away, to see what the world was like, to know the things that I shall never know, because I must always remain here, in this place.
Sophia, that is one of the most beautiful wishes that I have ever heard. Don't you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to sever the bonds that chain her to her ignorance. She wants to soar, to grow. She wants knowledge. Oh, Sophia, with every fiber of my being, I promise that I shall make this wish come true.
Oh, if you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
We must begin as soon as possible. Not another moment must be lost. I shall return tomorrow at exactly 8 o'clock. Sophia, what subject shall we begin our studies with?
I shall like to begin with languages.
Languages! Of course, I should have thought of that. Languages it shall be, my dear, sweet Sophia. And what language should we begin with?
I think rabbit.
Rabbit?
Ooh, a very hard language, rabbit. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
As long as she gets a few phrases, it's enough to begin with. Room for today?
Yes.
Then I shall go to my room.
Watch how she gets up from the chair!
Oh, they're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I have never looked forward to a morning such as tomorrow's.
I think you are the most beautiful school teacher I've ever seen, Master Tolchinsky. I pray that you don't despair of Kulyenchikov, and that you will stay with us forever.
She found the door! She found the door!
Oh, I've never seen Sophia so radiant before. Lenya, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think that our Sophia has taken a liking to our new schoolmaster.
If that's true, Dr. Zubritsky, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
Spoken for?
Yes. Does she have any suitors? Any young men desperately in love with her?
Oh, we don't speak of such things.
Why not?
Oh, there's no one at all.
Not even him.
Him?
We didn't mean him. We meant someone else. Who isn't him?
There is someone, isn't there? Oh, please tell me. It's of the greatest concern to me.
Have you ever heard of Count Gregor of Kulyenchikov?
I can't say that I have.
Can't say that. It's not that hard. Even Lenya can say that.
Count Gregor, huh?
Yes, I can say it. But who is he?
He's one of them. The ones who put the purse on us.
You mean a descendant of Vladimir Yousekevitch?
Travel! The last of his line.
Tell me about him and Sophia.
He proposes marriage twice a day.
Twice a day.
6:15 in the mornings and 7:20 at night.
He cares for her that much?
He cares only that his ancestors are avenged. If a Zubritsky marries a Yousekevitch, then they'll be satisfied, and the purse will be over.
Does Sophia care for him?
She said no for many years, but she can't hold out much longer. The girl wants to sleep late just one morning.
What kind of man is this Count Yousekevitch?
You know, like the rest of us.
You mean he is cursed as well?
He still lives in Kulyenchikov. He can't leave either.
I understand. If I have a rival, then I am more determined than ever to break this curse. Oh, God bless you both for your faith in me. Tomorrow, the education of Sophia Zubritsky begins. Oh, in all my excitement, I forgot to ask. What about lodgings?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll be quite comfortable right here.
Of course you are. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, Master Tolchinsky, please, ask us again. Ask us the question. Oh, it makes us feel important.
Oh, yes, certainly. What is the purpose of man's existence?
I shouldn't have asked.
Wait a minute. I think I know the answer.
To the purpose of man's existence.
What are you talking about?
It's true. The first time I heard it, I didn't understand. But then something came to me. I know my limitations, but I think I really know the answer. Oh my God, what if I'm right?
Tell me, Dr. Zubritsky, tell me what you think the answer is.
The answer is 12!
12?
It's wrong. I can tell by your face. 14!
I think you missed the point.
It's less than 100. Even I know that. I'm not that stupid. 88, 69, 21.
42?
We'll discuss it when we get to philosophy. Don't think about it. Until tomorrow, good night. Why
couldn't you leave well enough alone? Why must you have answers? Aren't questions beautiful enough?
12?
What if I were right? We could have solved the answer. We'd have made a fortune.
That's it. I'm leaving now, so I will say goodbye. I was going to stay and try to break the curse, but when he said 12, I knew it was time for me to leave. What I must do now is try to forget Sophia. I must.
Schoolmaster!
Sophia, where are you?
Oh, down here! Oh, I had to see you once more. I know something has happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. Oh, if only you knew me the way I might have been, instead of the way I am.
But if you were not the way that you are now, then I would have never come here to help you become the way that you might have been. Ooh, careful, Leah. You're beginning to think like her.
Could you ever care for someone who never became the way I might have been?
Could I ever care for someone who never... Oh, yes, I see what you're getting at. I see what you mean. Oh, yes, yes. I could, I would, I shall, I have, I will, I do.
Is that a rabbit you're speaking? Follow. I must go. Everything depends on tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then all the tomorrows for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all depends on tomorrow. Well, if we fail, we shall never see each other again.
Never see each other again? What do you mean?
Oh, I never know what I mean. I do have thoughts, but they seem to disappear when they reach my lips.
If I ever reached your lips, I would never disappear.
Did you want to kiss me?
With all my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
An even better suggestion.
Hurry, hurry!
Need a ladder. Haven't you seen a ladder?
Careful! We fixed it!
Where are you?
Oh, up here!
If only she were ugly. To be halfway where you are. I will come to you.
All right.
After a while, you begin to get the hang of things.
Here I am.
I kissed sweet Sophia.
As we kissed, I felt a strange flutter in my heart.
So did I.
You felt a flutter in my heart as well? Oh, like me. And yet, your hair is so much shorter. I must go. I'm about to fall asleep, and I want to get to bed in time. Good night.
I know the dangers of loving such a simple soul. It would mean a lifetime of sweet, blissful passion. And very short conversations at breakfast. I'd best find some comfortable lodgings.
Oh, was that you? I beg your pardon. Were you responsible for making that dreadful noise?
Of course not! Snetsky, that was thunder and lightning. It's caused by extreme atmospheric pressures in the skies above us.
Well, whoever is making that noise is going to get Count Yousekevitch very angry at us.
Count Yousekevitch.
Oh, he's the one who lives in the big house on top of the hill. Every time he hears someone make that noise, he throws water down on us.
No! Snetsky, that's rain! Rain!
Umbrella! Get your umbrella before you throw the water!
Yenchna, no one throws water. It's rain in the sky, caused by a buildup of condensed moisture.
You can tell that to these fools, but I used to be a substitute teacher. Umbrella!
But
What's going on? What's all that noise?
I knew it. I knew he would throw water on us today. Every time I wash my cow, you know he's gonna throw the water.
It's time! It's time for Count Yousekevitch to propose again!
This could be the day. One yes from her, and we could all be smart again.
you mean you want Sophia to marry him?
Oh, well, not unless she wanted to. But it would be nice to remember my first name.
But does she love him?
I beg your pardon?
Does she love him?
We don't have any.
Don't have any what?
Love, it's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
Oh, I hear him coming. You better leave, schoolmaster. He doesn't like people around.
Yenchna! Is it true that there's no love in Kulyenchikov?
I wouldn't know. My late husband has been gone for almost 14 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's a long time to be late. I wish he was dead.
And breaking out in the cold sweat here. The possibility of losing Sophia forever absolutely terrifies me. I'm going to eavesdrop.
Sophia, I just met a girl named Sophia. Sophia, time to wake up. Time to get proposed to. It is I, Yousekevitch. I've come to propose.
You're a little late. I'm married 26 years. Out here, Lenya.
Who are you talking to?
It is I, Madam Zubritsky.
Oh.
Count Yousekevitch. I've come to propose to Sophia.
She's busy throwing water on the drapes. They're on fire.
Drapes are on fire.
Well, she had to light something. She couldn't find her candle.
What's going on?
Oh, did we wake you, dear?
Oh no, I was just reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy trying to marry into this family.
Count Yousekevitch wants to propose. Go ahead, Count Yousekevitch.
Can't we be alone?
Oh, no, I think Sophia should hear this too.
Very well. Will you marry me, Sophia?
I'm sorry. Marriage is a very great step to take.
them for in-laws is a curse worse than the curse.
Pray God that never happens.
Who said that? Who's out there? Come out, I say!
Forgive me, sir. I was just passing by. Allow me to introduce myself.
I know who you are. You are the new schoolmaster who has come here in a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Kulyenchikov.
And I have just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. The curse can only be broken if you can educate her, which you can't. Or if she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Good day.
Not good day. One day.
I beg your pardon?
Were you not aware that if at the end of one brief day you have failed to educate her, you must be gone from our village? To remain for 1 second past the allotted time means that you will fall victim to the curse yourself!
Threaten me all you want, sir. But to be quite honest, I will never leave. I love Sophia Zubritsky.
Love? We do not have any love in Kulyenchikov. It's all part of the curse.
You mean Sophia cannot love me?
You have 1 day to find that out, sir. 1 single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in 1 day.
I believe, good sir, that you are thinking of February.
But is it true? If I cannot teach Sophia to think in 1 day, she will never be able to love me?
Leon!
Sophia!
Oh, I must talk to you. Someplace where we will not be seen.
Wherever you say.
Can you meet me, here?
Yes. When?
Now.
Now? Of course now. That's where I am.
It's of utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Count. Leon, I cannot be taught. You must leave Kulyenchikov at once.
Never without you.
I'm taking with you tonight.
But the curse.
Cannot be broken. But we can live in the swamp and eat brown roots, and I won't become old and ugly and more stupid and never love you, but at least we'll be together.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, but we are lost.
No, Sophia. I will teach you tomorrow. I promise.
Oh, Leon, I wish I could love you.
You will, Sophia. Tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
I wish you would sleep in the kitchen.
Oh, Leon! Come back! Hurry, hurry!
What is it?
Oh, I couldn't sleep. I'm so frightened.
Don't frighten, Sophia.
Oh, Leon, I could know the feeling of loving you for just 1 day. I would endure 100,000 years of curses. Good night, Leon. God bless you and keep you.
She asks not to be loved, but to know what it means to give her love to another. I think that I have wandered into a very special place. I love Kulyenchikov.
Kulyenchikov, there's no place like Kulyenchikov. We're happy in Kulyenchikov, we haven't got a care.
No worries in Kulyenchikov.
Kulyenchikov, Kulyenchikov.
Because here in Kulyenchikov, my friends, beyond repair.
Another Russian town like Inskin, Peterov. They're smart, but they don't smile like we do all day in Kulyenchikov.
Inskin, all across the whole Ukraine.
They don't know how well off we are, they just think we're insane. School masters like Tolchinsky think you'll teach us in Kulyenchikov.
But not
strength to break this curse and to climb up and down that ladder. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, I urge you to give the matter some thoughts for yourselves. I have no wish to alarm you, but you are, after all, sitting within the bounds of Kulyenchikov. Therefore, I wish us all the best of luck.
About the curse, of course. Hasn't been lifted yet.
How would I know?
We could look in the paper.
Good idea. It rained last night.
Where did you get that?
I can feel it. The paper's all damp.
Maybe your dog did that.
No. My dog's housebroken. He only does that inside.
We art in Kulyenchikov, and we art in trouble. God bless us. God bless our daughter. God bless the schoolmaster. And God bless yourself.
whoever you art.
Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Well, open it, open it! Must be the schoolmaster! Sophia, wake up! It's time!
Do you know what time it is?
Yes.
Oh, 8:15.
A quarter to 9.
We don't have a clock.
Take it what you want. 10, 20, 11, 40. Is there something in there that you like?
You don't understand. Yesterday the count said I only had 24 hours to break the curse. I arrived yesterday at exactly 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now. That means I only have 1 hour to break the curse. That doesn't even leave me 1 hour. I just spent a whole minute telling you how much time I don't have. Oh, dear Lord, help me.
Oh, you just missed him. We finished praying 2 minutes ago.
Get Sophia! Please, I beg you, hurry!
Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Schoolmaster.
She got all 3 right! Today's going to be her day, I know it.
I'm looking more radiant than ever.
Where shall we sit?
Oh, Doctor, with all due respect, I need Sophia's full concentration this morning. Therefore, I must ask the parents to leave.
By all means, we'll see to it that you're not disturbed. Goodbye, Sophia.
Goodbye, my little angel.
Schoolmaster, if you should succeed, give us the signal by rapping 3 times on the door, followed by 2 short ones.
Followed by 6 long ones.
If you should fail, rap 7 times quickly.
Followed by 3 times slowly.
If you want punch,
Will you please leave?
We're going! We're
going!
Something's not right. I can feel it in my bones.
We can hear you. Lower your voice.
I'm a mother. I know these things. Why do you look towards me lately?
Sophia, last night I decided that the task before us is one step beyond impossible. I knew that I would fail and that I must leave Kulyenchikov. But today, looking into your eyes, I knew that there was no life for me without you. And therefore, we must hurry, and we must not think of failure, and we must not despair. This is the primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very small children very simple problems in arithmetic.
Do you think it's too advanced for me?
I don't think so. We can't go any further back than this book. Let's begin. 1 is a figure, the word, the symbol for a single item. 1 finger, 1 Leon, 1 Sophia, 1 book. Now then, I'm holding up 1 finger. Now I'm holding up a 2nd finger, Sophia. 1 plus 1 is 2. Would you repeat that for me?
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes, wonderful. We're making headway. Slow, invisible headway. But I'm very, very proud of you, Sophia. Are we ready to move on?
Am I finished with 1 plus 1?
You are if you remember the answer.
Oh, I remembered it before. Is it necessary to remember it again?
Of course it's necessary to remember it again. It's necessary to remember it for always.
You mean you will always be asking me what 1 plus 1 is?
No. Once you remember 1 plus 1, then we can move on to other things, like 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3. But if you can't remember what 1 plus 1 is, then the answer to 1 plus 2 is meaningless.
Do you know what 1 plus 1 is?
Certainly.
Then why is it necessary for me to know? Certainly, if you have much esteem and affection for me, well, you will tell me the answer whenever I ask you.
But I won't always be around to tell you. You must know for yourself, in case other people ask you.
No one here ever asks questions like that. Even if I told them, they wouldn't know if it was the right answer.
Because they're cursed with ignorance, and we are trying to lift that debilitating affliction.
You're getting angry with me. What's the point of being educated if you get angry? Is this what it's like to be intelligent?
No, Sophia. It is I who am not being intelligent. It is frustration and impatience that just drives me to such crude behavior. Forgive me. Let's try once again. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
No! Don't repeat the word repeat. Just repeat the part before I say repeat. Now watch me carefully. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
But who are you like as a little boy?
What?
You're shouting again.
I was being probing, inquisitive, wondering why we were put on this earth and what the purpose of man's existence was.
Oh, the purpose of man's existence is...
No! Sophia, you must stop asking me questions. Our time is nearly gone.
Then how am I supposed to learn? Is knowing what you were like as a little boy not acceptable knowledge?
Of course not. It's of no significance whatsoever.
But it's much more interesting than that which is significant.
But I am not trying to interest you. I am trying to educate you.
No, but while you fail to educate me, you never fail to interest me. I find that very significant.
There is nothing like the logic of an illogical mind. Let's try one more time.
She must be speaking rabbit like a bunny by now.
How much longer is this going to take? I haven't sold a single sausage all morning.
Good morning, Dr. Zubritsky.
What's going on?
Ah! Oh, why?
He's teaching her gymnastics. Dr. Zubritsky, I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky. It's marked urgent, so I only went to 3 wrong houses first.
Can't you see he's busy? Come back later.
Merci.
Time to read the purse. Quiet, everyone! Quiet! The schoolmaster wishes to speak. Please, God, let this be the answer to our prayers.
Does my daughter still have the nurse?
Curse! Yes, she is the same as always. Now, I must ask this quickly because I may not have the intelligence to ask this later. Because of my deep and unbound devotion to your daughter, Sophia, I would like to ask for her hand in marriage. I ask this now while I still love her. In a few minutes, I may not even know the meaning of the word. Oh, I pray that when the clock in the church steeple strikes 9, that you will have an answer for me.
He's a nice young man, I'll say that. Very ambitious. Lenya, what do you think?
If the man can't break a simple purse, how is he supposed to put bread on the table?
And what about Tremble?
Who?
Tremble, tremble!
You know, up on the hill. The one who throws the water.
Oh, Mishka's right. It's his curse. He would never permit such a marriage.
Wait! There is one chance. If a stranger marries a Kulyenchikov. Oh, before he becomes like one of us, then he's free to take her away from here.
I never knew that.
It was added to the curse 2 years ago to make it more exciting.
You would never see a daughter then, but at least you know she was happy. Oh, give it, Doctor. Give her your permission.
If you don't give it to her, give it to me!
I don't know. It's a decision, and I can't make decisions. Let's leave it to God. Let God make the decision.
What are you doing, Leon?
Having my last thought. One final pleasurable moment of reason. Oh, I am sorry, Sophia. I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes, but I will not leave you. Listen to me carefully and remember it forever. I love you with all my heart.
Oh, listen. The
I may
church bell.
never say these words again.
The time is up.
Listen to me, Sophia. Keep the memory of what I say.
Her last chance to marry. I know the feeling.
the way I gaze into your eyes as I do now.
Oh, hurry, husband! Quickly give them your permission!
All the love I've given you in a lifetime must be compressed into a final instant.
Yes, I'll give it. I'll go in there and give my permission right now.
Goodbye, sweet Sophia. I did not love you long, but I loved you well.
I'll just wait and see what time it is first.
Tell everyone in Kulyenchikov that
9 o'clock! 9 o'clock, and all's well! 9 o'clock in the village of Kulyenchikov, and all's well!
That's what you think.
Wonderful news, Master Tolchinsky!
Mama, Papa, everyone! The schoolmaster has something to say. Let us all listen. Leon, didn't you want to say something?
Actually, you said that we should all listen.
Uh-oh! Well, he's got a look on his face that I've seen before. You got a new face.
No, I meant that we will all listen while you tell us what you have to say.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Actually, I don't have much to say.
There's no food like a new food.
Never mind when he bought the whitefish from me.
All right, move along. You've all seen a ninny poop before. Come on.
If you ever want this urgent letter, let me know. Not that anything in your life is urgent anymore.
Well, young man, what are your plans now that everything's fallen apart?
I'm not quite sure. This absence of intelligence will take some getting used to.
Well, you might try politics. You seem very well suited for it.
No. This is an old suit. If I went into politics, I would need all new suits.
This really is just one doctor's opinion. But when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse.
I'm sorry, Sophia. Weren't we in the middle of a lesson when the clock began to chime?
You said that you loved me, and that I should keep it as a memory because soon you would not ever love me again. Do you not love me now, Leon?
Love you? I'm not quite sure I know what that word means. Perhaps if you kissed me. Would you like to?
With all my heart.
No, I meant...
I know what you meant. Leon, the less you know, the better you kiss.
The better I kiss, the more brilliant I become. Oh, look at me, Sophia. Look at me. Look at me and tell me what you see.
I see a very good kisser. Jumping.
No, you see a man of intellect, inspired by love. I am not cursed, Sophia. I still have my intelligence. I only pretended to be stupid.
You pretended to be stupid?
Yes.
That doesn't sound very intelligent to me.
Oh, it will soon. I promise.
But the curse.
It had no effect on me. Oh, I was plenty worried, I admit. Especially when the clock struck 9. But when nothing happened, I suddenly realized you can't become cursed unless you permit yourself to be. Kulyenchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted, caused by a fear and a guilt and a relinquishing of your own self-esteem to a tyrannical power. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everything but the explanation.
If your parents tell you that you are naughty from the day that you were born, you will grow up believing that you are a worthless human being. And from the day that you were born, you were told that you were all stupid. Do you understand now?
Not as well as before.
I know that telling it doesn't change it. It must be shown. And suddenly, I become inspired. Oh, I have hit upon a plan that will save you from Yousekevitch.
What is it?
You You must marry Yousekevitch.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
No, I don't mean Count Gregor.
Oh, thank goodness. You had me frightened half to death.
You will marry me, Sophia. I will be Yousekevitch. Now do you understand?
Oh, stop asking me that question.
Trust me, Sophia. The wedding will take place tomorrow. Tomorrow, the curse will be broken. Tomorrow, you will be intelligent. Tomorrow, you will love me, Sophia.
Could I have a kiss just to tide me over?
Of course. I must go set my plan into action.
I'm so excited, man. Tonight, I will clear all the nonsense out of my head to make room for all the knowledge that will be coming in. I love rearranging things.
The plan begins. I must find Count Yousekevitch.
Me? You like him, don't you? Better than me, right? Admit it! I would give up all my wealth and power if I could be the hero. I wouldn't have to wear this dumb outfit. People would applaud when I came on. You're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those two kids together. Well, I hope it's raining when you leave.
Good day, Count Yousekevitch. You remember me? Something Tolchinsky.
Listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
I couldn't help overhearing what you just said, and I want you to know that even though I've lost most of my intelligence...
All of it.
All of it. I am not without some intelligence, and feelings for that matter. And I want you to know that when you feel so happy or unhappy, it just makes me feel so pain. And just, oh, it's so horrible.
That's easy for you to say. You don't like me either.
Well, I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
Well, not much.
You see?
Because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
But I don't know. Ever since I was little, my father raised me that if I want to hold my power of these people, I must never be nice to them. Always make them fear and tremble. Tremble, tremble, tremble!
Did you like your father?
Oh.
You did like him.
Don't tell anyone. When I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
Well, there you have it. Then the answer being liked is to do something redeeming. Isn't there something you could do for the whole village?
You mean... like a barbecue!
Well, that's a start. But I was thinking about something on a much grander scale. Like, lifting the curse.
How can I? The curse won't be broken unless she marries me.
Or another Yousekevitch.
There is none. I am the last of the line.
You don't have to be married. You can have a son.
But I'm not even married. I may be a villain, but I don't fool around. Maybe that's why I'm so unhappy.
Like I said before, you don't have to be married. And you could have a son. Like you could adopt a son.
Adopt a son? Who?
Me?
You?
I'm available, ready and willing. Oh, I'm not very intelligent, but I will be once the curse is lifted.
I've always wanted a son. Someone to take on fishing trips.
I've never really had a father.
Oh, Leon, my boy. I'd spoil you like anybody. And then people would like me, wouldn't they?
They do now. Look at their faces. Look at them. Even in the back. They're smiling at you.
Oh, yes, I see it. I see it. You don't know what this means to me.
Then let us go and sign the adoption papers and notify Sophia's family.
Let me watch them smiling at me again. Maybe we can all have lunch together next week. In the meantime, you're invited to my son's wedding.
Yay.
First thing I'm gonna do is have your shoes bronzed.
Gregor, Yousekevitch, Theodore, Vladimir Yousekevitch.
No, not today! You do not have to do it today! Today's a holiday?
To you, Leon, take Sophia, to have and to hold from this day on.
I have.
No, I do.
You do?
No, you do.
He will. He does. Say it. He will. He does. I said it.
Don't say what I say. Say what he says.
What did he say?
I do. Just say, I do.
My papa says,
I do. I'm beginning to hate this curse.
To you, Sophia, Take Leon, in sickness and or health, for better or worse, for as long as you both shall live.
I do? With a brain like that, she could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it. The ring that Casimir Yousekevitch was going to place on the hand of young Sophia almost 200 years ago.
Place the ring on her finger.
He's not going to be very handy around the house.
Repeat after me, please. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Just the bride and the groom, thank you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Before I pronounce this holy union, is there any among you with just cause or reason why Sophia and Leon should not be joined in eternal wedlock? Then, with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of the village of Kulyenchikov, I now pronounce thee...
Well, maybe there is one tiny, itsy-bitsy little thing.
You have an objection to this marriage?
You bet I have. This boy is not my son. This son is not my boy.
What are you saying, Father?
You think I'm crazy? Why should I give up a cute little bundle of noodle brains like her?
But the adoption papers.
They're false. You trusted me so much, you didn't even read them. According to these papers, I did not adopt you, I divorced you! We are now father and son. We are no longer husband and wife.
My daughter almost married a divorced woman! Leon, is this part of the plan?
No, Sophia, I'm sorry.
But fear not, my friends. Although I may be a venomously treacherous snake, I'm no wet blanket. There will be a wedding.
My daughter will not marry an impostor.
An impostor, no, but a Yousekevitch. Yes. You have given your daughter's hand in marriage to a Yousekevitch, and a pledge once given to me must be honored.
That's the law. I helped write it myself.
It's true. I even voted for it.
And since there is no other true Yousekevitch here,
Leon, will you not object to this marriage?
What can I do, Sophia? I'm helpless.
Come on. I haven't got all day.
let's get this over with. There's been a hotel room booked for this honeymoon for 200 years.
I'm sorry, daughter. With all my heart, truly sorry.
At least you'll get better dinners at King's Place.
Dearly beloved.
You said that part. We heard it. I do. Now ask her.
And do you, Sophia, take Count Gregor for as long as you shall live.
Say it, darling. You'll be rich and smart. It's better than happiness. Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye forever. I do.
Then, with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of the village of
You
Kulyenchikov...
didn't say the other part.
What's that?
What other part?
The part if anyone objects. And I object.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that I didn't receive my urgent letter yet.
What kind of crime is that?
An urgent letter for Tolchinsky.
For me? Whatever could it be?
Finish the ceremony while he's reading the letter.
I can't do that. It's against the law.
It's true. I even voted for it.
Oh, I'm alone again. Are you still
my friends?
No.
It's more bad news, I'm afraid. My uncle and sole remaining relative has just died in St. Petersburg, leaving me nothing but all his debts.
Ooh, when you're going downhill, it gets faster at the bottom.
Before he died, he blamed the selfish and vindictive character of his distant relatives for all his misfortunes, and claimed that even changing his name to Tolchinsky never helped him escape destiny's finger.
What was his name before Tolchinsky?
Yousekevitch.
Uh-oh! Those distant relatives will haunt you every time!
Leon, do you realize what this means?
No, what?
He will soon enough. Schoolmaster, take your place next to my daughter. This time she's going to marry the right one!
Actually, it didn't say that at all. It's a letter from my former college saying I still owe them last year's tuition. I have planted a bomb in their minds, and now pray God for an explosion.
Hurry up. Places, everyone. I don't want to spend the rest of my life marrying this girl. Are we ready, everyone?
Ready!
Do you, Leon?
I do.
And do you, Sophia?
I do.
Is there anyone here who objects?
No one objects!
Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. That's it. I now pronounce you man and wife.
I have never heard a noise like that in all my life.
It felt as if my head had cracked open.
Like what?
Like my head had cracked open. I'm afraid to ask.
Ask it.
But what if we're wrong?
What if we're right? Ask it. Ask it. Cat. Cat. C-A-T. Cat.
Dog?
Dog. D-O-G. Dog.
Oh my God, it's a miracle!
Miracle. M-I-R-A-C-L-E. Miracle.
Yenchna? Yenchna! 7 and 5.
12,
And 12
24,
and 48.
72. Need 5 world capitals.
Athens, Bucharest, Cairo, London, and
Oh, you can do it?
Constantinople!
The quality of mercy is not rain. It droppeth like the gentle rains from heaven.
That's beautiful. Did you write that yourself?
I think so. Where else would it come from?
Nikolai, I feel funny. Weak in my knees, a dizziness in my head.
It's all right, my dear. Your blood is just pulsating from the excitement. Sometimes it can cause the adrenal glands to oversecrete, resulting in a sudden rush to the head.
I never knew you were such a brilliant doctor.
I'm just an average doctor, but I'm a great lover. And I love you, my dear.
I love you too, Nikolai. Even when I couldn't say it, I knew in my heart that I loved you. Leon, are you now as you were before I became what I am?
I am more than I have ever been or dreamed could be possible.
I love you, Leon.
I adore you, Sophia.
You mean it's over? The curse is over?
See for yourself, Count Gregor.
Land. I should have put my money in land. You can never go wrong with real estate.
Real estate!
Capital
Now, if I were to buy a plot of land
It
and
depends, of course, on the political situation. With a czarist government, land reform is a very delicate issue.
Although you prove a great point, I'd like to rebuke you on the following issues.
I got a great idea. Such brilliant conversation! All my power within is gone.
Power is a useless weapon over the enlightened, Count Gregor. We are all equal citizens here.
You mean that men are all equal
No, it was your loving heart and trusting soul that gave me the faith and courage. It was love that destroyed the curse.
Well, you got your wish, schoolmaster.
Yes. And what about you, Count Yousekevitch? What are your plans now that you're intelligent?
Well, thanks to you, I'll probably have to work for a living. Well, my congratulations anyway. I wish you a long and happy marriage.
Oh, thank you. And may I wish you the same good fortune.
Please! I've been cursed once in a lifetime. I know that I'm well off.
When you think about it, it's not such a bizarre story after all. Be honest. Haven't you all met someone in your life who came from a place like Kulyenchikov? An aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, your boss? Of course, once the curse was lifted, Kulyenchikov became like any other everyday town or village, and yet like any other part of the world, susceptible to all the ups and downs of normal life. Well, the Magistrate, for example. After 2 more years in office, greed got the better of him, and he was convicted for taking bribes for political favors. He served 2 years in jail and eventually sold all his memoirs for a fortune. Mishka gave up the postal service and became a writer. She wrote a 600-page story about the curse of Kulyenchikov and sent it off to a publisher. Unfortunately, it got lost in the mail. Yenchna, a shrewd businesswoman, put all her money in real estate and now owns 17 houses in Kulyenchikov, including Count Gregor's. As an investment for the future, she bought land in 6 other towns that had curses on them. Slovitch, with all his life savings, bought 4 more butcher shops in a village that really only needed 1, confirming his greatest fears that with or without a curse, he didn't have much of a brain. Snetsky, with his newly acquired intelligence, found his sheep, gathered his wool, and is now a wealthy philanthropist. Count Yousekevitch became more and more lovable, studied theology, and is now a local monk. During the drought season, he goes up to the hill and prays to God to throw water down on us. My dear mother-in-law, Mrs. Zubritsky, finally found a voice of her own. She became the first female governor of Kulyenchikov. What was that, mayor? Mayor. Yes, mayor of Kulyenchikov. And eventually, council governor of the northern Ukraine sector. Her husband sees her by appointment only. Dr. Zubritsky became one of the finest doctors in all of Russia. Eventually, he became the personal family physician to the royal family and was recently elected to the Academy of Sciences. However, he still has trouble opening jars. As for Sophia, she was, and still is, a miracle. She has a wisdom that can never be found in books. She has in turn become my teacher, and I have learned that there is no spirit on earth, evil or otherwise, that can break a heart of devoted love. As for myself, I remained a school teacher and dedicated my life to the education of the unenlightened. After all, there are so many Kulyenchikovs in the world.